So we have the walnut applied up here, and what we've done, this is all handwork in here because I have to, this little reveal detail that I have, this is the jamb going up into it. So this will be the vertical panels in here. And so this will go up, this will be the only part of the frame that's exposed, is this little part right here. And this kerf will be between the panel and that jamb, so that because it's pretty hard to get a panel exactly the right size, and wood expands and contracts. So you put a kerf in there so your eye doesn't meet up with seams. It kind of has a detail all the way around it, and it looks nice. So all this is glued and it's screwed to the steel subframe all the way around. The panel will set into this walnut here and form the panel frame opening all the way down here. And in the center, my cord's only so long, so I don't know if I'll be able to get it. But let's see if we can get a shot of that. Tell you what, I'll disconnect and see if it'll still video here. So you can see the overall frame here, what we're doing, the walnut framing, and the door will go right in the center portion of it. Two 9-foot one light doors, walnut. So that's what I'm working on today. Okay, the next part is to take this profile, and we're going to put it in on the bottom right here. So we miter this corner, and this corner we have to chisel in, cut this end back. This end back, whoops, let's get into your camera. Cut this end back so that this follows all the way through to the jamb, and then we notch this part into the jamb so it has a nice flush appearance. door frame there. This side is the walnuts has been applied. The other side hasn't yet. So we'll take you around the other side and show you it. So this is all still bar stock, as you can see. This is just steel on these sides. So I have clad this side, and basically it'll wrap over here so far, and that'll be the door stop, and the door will open this way and shut. And these will be just solid panels. They'll be solid walnut panels, and when the panel is in here, you'll have that reveal right there, that little 1/8 inch reveal. So that way, if the panel's not perfect, you have this line that kind of takes your eye off of the imperfection. You don't see the because it's pretty hard to get a panel just perfectly to fit in there. Wood isn't like metal. So that's the situation. 2 panels, transom. Now the transom, the near on that will be vertical as well. So all the grain will travel in a vertical pattern, except on the doors, which the top rails and bottom rails will be horizontal. Okay, so I'll give you some input a little bit later on. Okay, I wanted to show you the means of fastening these frames. I've got 3 holes here. We'll be sending out self-tappers that'll tap into here. The back side of this is coated in bitumen. The back side of this is coated in bitumen because this is going up against an aluminum frame. So aluminum and steel don't get along. They form electrolysis. So this is an adjustment bolt here. We can turn this out, and that'll act as a shim. You can see that coming out on the side there. And that'll act as a shim so that you can plumb this frame up within the opening. Then you run your screws through here into the existing aluminum frames, and you can plumb and square this frame up for install. And those screws will be self-tappers that will tap into the aluminum frame. Then we have anchors at the bottom that will anchor into the concrete floor with red heads. And we have the same issue up above where we tie into the header. So you can see I've got, if you look on this side, you can see an anchor up at the top there, right there. And as you come down, you see another anchor. So we've got 4 of them per frame, plus the bottom and top anchors.
nicht diese Töne, sondern lasst uns angenehmere anstimmen und
Okay, we've cut the panels and we've edge banded them with walnut. Now we have to veneer all these panels with walnut and then insert them into the frame. So that's our next process. I'll give you a shot maybe as we're doing it and at completion. So this is the frame with the panels in on the exterior side. The doors sit in the center and they're one light walnut doors, 2 1/4 inch thick. So it's hard to get this whole thing into a frame as it's 11 foot tall. I'm all the way back in the corner of the shop and can't get the full thing in the frame. So we still have to panel the back side. I'll take you around there and show it to you. But that'll be done on the site because the frame has to be installed first. So you can see it's still hollow on the back side all the way around. Okay, got a little bit more light. So this is the anchor in here. And well, not the anchor, this is like the shim, adjustment shim. And there's 3 spots in here to drive in self-tappers that'll tap into the aluminum frame from this side. I've shown you all this. And this is more of a shim. So you can adjust that off to get the frame set so that it's plumb. And so this will pretty much swallow the aluminum frame is nearly the same width as this. So it'll pretty much swallow that aluminum frame. And the doors will set in this part of the rabbet right here. And this is the stop for the door. So, and the panels have this reveal line right here on each side. And the reason for that is hard to match wood up perfectly. So if you have a reveal line, then it draws the eye to that rather than to the imperfections that you find in wood. So, but you can see that's a real pretty grain in that as we scan up there. I was unable, I tried the best I could to match the grains. You can see that somewhat does, but it doesn't completely. It's just really hard to get these things to line up the way you want them to without pre-selecting the veneer, and I had to deal with the veneer that I had. So it came out pretty good. This one here had to be spliced because everything was vertical. So that's a span of over 6 feet, and your width on your veneer is only 4. So I had to splice that, and you can't tell that I did. So it looks real nice. So it's pretty well finished. So anyway, so we're about ready to take this to the job site. Well, as you can see behind me, we've got our frame just about done. Pretty near constructed. You can see me beside it here. It helps you to give an idea of its size in comparison to me, and how tall it is and how wide it is. The thing probably weighs right now probably about 350 pounds. By the time we get the panels on the other side, it'll be a little bit over 400. Could be as much as 500 pounds. And so it'll be a grunt trying to get it off the truck and up into the opening, but you get enough guys who can do that. I'm going to be putting some hook eyes on the sides of it so we can lift this from the side and up. Right now I'm lifting it from the top, but I can't even get it out of my shop. My shop garage door is 10 foot. This is over 11 foot high. So I'm going to have to lift it from its side, which is 8 foot 8, I think, or something like that, in width. And so I'll be able to lift it from its side and take it out of the shop that way and load it up on the truck. I'll probably load it on its side so that we can hook it at the site with their lift and take it to the opening, and then it'll take a few of us to grunt it on into the opening once we get there. So that's what I've been up to this week. Not any machining whatsoever. A little bit of welding and building the frame, but most of it's been woodwork. A lot of hand work, doing the joints, trying to get them all in there tight. And but we've got it done. And I want to thank you for watching E.D.S. Inc. Shandon. And hopefully we'll have some more content down the road that has a little bit more machining or what have you in it. And hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you'd like to subscribe, just go right ahead. If you want to leave some remarks, go ahead and do that. We appreciate that as well. Again, thanks for watching E.D.S. Inc. Shandon.